Welcome back to the Wolfcast podcast, everybody. I'm the Tru Alpha here with my talented, amazing sister May,
Hi.
my brother from another mother, Fang,
What's up?
and our special guest.
Hi,
This is Rain back for another podcast.
Yee.
it's me.
I forgot that my Discord was capturing our phone call. Or not my Discord, but my OBS was capturing our call that we would do, not the new group that was made. So it was black screen for a minute. Good now, though.
Perfect.
So,
We're doing great.
Yeah, I didn't hear any fucking thing.
Oops.
Gotta love technology.
We're doing fantastic.
So what are we doing? We're talking summer shit?
No, we're talking basically just talking a bunch of crap today, and also fun things to do during your summer vacation or just during the summer in general. So
Alrighty.
I mean, us as parents, I mean, the easiest one, of course, is just throw the kids in the pool because the kids are like, pool, yay, swim.
Yeet.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the pool here in well, not here, but the pool in the neighboring town does a free family swim on June through July. So that was
I mean, that
interesting
was
to
cool
figure
find
out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh yeah, it was fun to have Rain to come into town and visit us and take her and her little minion to the pool and experience what it's like here in the farmland of America.
Just call her what she is. She's a gremlin.
Thanks for the
she's a
invite.
gremlin. You're always invited.
It's also on Thursdays. The damn Fortnite challenges get released on those.
Mm-hmm.
We plan on going more now that we know that it's a free ordeal and you don't have to fucking pay.
Do you just walk in?
Yeah, there's nobody there. You can, like, how when you walk up to it, the cash register and shit's right there. There's nobody there. You just walk right in.
Yeah, and technically we found out they're not gonna kick you out afterwards because it's, still swim time.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing the movie that one night.
Yeah, I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they do the movie every Thursday night. I know it's piss poor timing for the movie. I'd rather the movie play 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Because it's 6 to 8 is family free swim, and then from 9 to whenever the movie is over is swimming at the movies or whatever the fuck they call it.
Mm-hmm.
I think last week they were showing Shark Tale, and I was like, that's great and all, but you're starting this at 9. A lot of us have to be going home and going to bed.
Because we have to go to and do the
we have to work.
There's still Friday.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday.
To the people that are going to be watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a new little thing that Miss Rain here taught me how to do, and you will see our heads light up in the bottom right of your screen as we talk. So it's pretty cool.
I'm happy to help.
That's always helped or happened for me.
No. It's different from the Discord. It'll be a separate program that just shows our podcast heads.
Mm-hmm.
So like the little chibi forms of ourselves, they'll be in the bottom right of the screen, and
they'll be fading in and out from like black to colored every time we talk, instead of just like the little green light circling around the Discord icon.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to alter the heads a little bit and make it so that when we talk, the mouth actually opens. So you'll see a resting head when no one's talking, and then when someone talks, the mouth opens up a little bit to show that someone's speaking. So I'm really grateful that she came into town and taught me how to do that. So thank you, Rain.
Because what's that called? You're not a VTuber. You're a
PNG tuber.
PNG tuber. That's right.
The more you know.
I'd almost recommend. Well, no. Do you have on the flat recording, May, the Discord lights and shit, like the little squares that light up around our names when we talk?
On Discord, yeah, I believe so.
I'd almost say take that overlay and put it over the Discord stuff. That way, you're not having two different things that are showing who is talking. You just have the.
No, it only lights up on the recording because I don't see your guys' face on my thing at all. So
she isn't streaming her own Discord live.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
She's streaming the actual application.
Yeah. Precious love.
So for you, what you would do, Fang, is you would want to just close the bottom where all of our icons were if we had the PNG tubers.
Well, would you look at fucking that? Okay.
Look at that. Old dogs can be taught new tricks. Proud of you.
I've just been helping him so much with the stream the last 3 days.
Yeah, she
helped him
centered
get his webcam set up. I centered the fucking names on it because they were driving me bonkers.
Yeah, the overlay was causing her issues because she didn't like the fact that it was slightly off to the right. And I was like, come on, it ain't that big of a deal. She's like, I notice it and it bothers me. I was like, I don't care if you notice it. Nobody else has said anything. Leave me alone.
Everybody notices it, I can guarantee you, but nobody wants to say anything.
I just couldn't be bothered.
Too afraid of the Wolfie
I didn't
wrath.
care. As they should be.
No Wolfie wrath.
Orly wrath.
If he gets angry, I'll just pull out the puppy chow.
No.
That was still
That's
so
it.
funny. You got so mad. We were like, oh, this is amazing. This tastes great. What is this? Puppy chow. What? Is that what it's really called? Yeah, it's called puppy chow. And then you just didn't want to eat it because you were upset at the fact that it was called puppy chow, but then you realized you really liked it and you're like, can I have some more of that? I'm like, yes, you can.
That's adorable.
Chow's amazing.
I didn't know it existed, and it like I found out that it existed because before May and I were even like dating or anything like that, we were house sitting for my grandma, and we had gone to, I think it was a Casey's down in Edinburgh.
No, it was the one that was right down by your grandparents' house, that little gas station pizzeria thing.
That's in Edinburgh. That's not down. Yeah, that's a completely different town.
Huh. Okay.
You got to remember, my grandparents' town is a blink and you miss it town. Like, you're in there for 2 minutes and then you're gone. They got a church, a bar, and the Roto Grill, and that's it. Oh yeah, the giant ass rocking chair. Yeah. I want to climb it. Like, you can't tell me you've never driven past that and just like wanted to climb up and sit in it.
Oh no, I do. I seriously do. There's another big chair like that. There's one in Greenwood. It's not as big, but
no, it's nowhere near as big. But no, we had gone in there to get pizza, and she had bought this. Because what is it exactly? It is Chex Mix Muddy Buddies are what they are officially branded as.
Everyone just calls it puppy chow.
Everybody just calls it puppy chow, apparently. So I felt attacked and violated.
I had that in high school.
Oh yeah, it's been around for a while.
I just didn't know it existed. The only thing I remember from high school eating that you can sometimes find in a gas station or a store is fucking moon pies.
I love moon pies. Of course, now they're like super tiny when you buy them at the dollar store. I'm like, I remember them used to be a whole lot bigger.
That's what she said.
Shut up. So some other fun things we can do during the summer, and we actually did this with Rain here.
Beer.
Well, yeah, drink beer is a great pastime. No, we took Rain to the Children's Museum here in Indiana because they had never been. So that was really fun. And that
was amazing. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I wouldn't have gone if you guys hadn't been the one to suggest it, because that would have made me way too much of a nervous wreck. That's so many people. I would have gotten lost.
Oh yeah.
They've added so much to that place over the years.
Oh yeah, it was so pretty to go. My big old heart was just like childhood memories.
Yeah, because you hadn't been there since you were a kid.
Yeah, I've been there. It had been years since I've been there. So like all that stuff was like brand new to me. I'm just like, oh my god, it's so cool.
I loved the stained glass. That was beautiful.
The blown glass area.
It's so pretty.
But I'm also a sucker for that, abstract art and stuff like that. So why I like Salvador Dali. His artwork is abstract, and I love it. It was always funny. I always hated that question, like school, like during English class or art class, like the artist or writer used this color to emphasize their words. What do you think it meant? That just the curtains were just fucking blue, my guy. Nothing more about it. I was describing the color of the curtain. There's no deeper meaning. Just like a vault. There's like sitting there just rolling in their grave. These people are. Oh shit. But yeah, like going to your local museums was a great summertime thing to do. I really wish we would have had the time and money to take her to the Idlejourg Museum, because the Idlejourg here is the Indian history throughout here, and it's so pretty.
Well, it's not just the Idlejourg is actually the art museum.
Yeah, it is.
The actual the actual museum. I think connects to the Idlejourg, whatever the fuck you call it.
Idlejourg. I don't think so. No, because I thought the Idlejourg was always art in like Indian history.
It is, but I think you can get to it from the actual museum somehow. Like there's a tunnel or something that can take you to it.
It's Indiana. There's full of tunnels here.
Yeah, it's fucking
secret tunnel.
Railroad.
City on fire.
City on fire. Mister.
Can we talk about these notes?
Oh.
Oh, the nose. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what happened with that. I just got home and I think it was Lady who had said something about did he notice the notes, and I was like, what notes are you talking about? Like, I wrote a bunch of notes on Alpha's car.
I have this little like booklet pages in my purse because I was using them to keep track of everything that I had packed so that I could pack it all back and leave again. And I remembered I had it, so I ripped it out. I took a pencil and I scribbled little notes, and I left one on his car, and then I had May show me where his house was so that I could leave one on the back of his dad's car for when he got home.
I didn't know about that.
This was my point of view. I got in my car after a long day of work.
After we had
You
gone up to
just
say
wanted to
hi and get lunch.
Yeah, we
You
came up
just
there and
wanted
said
to
hi.
relax. You wanted to
Yeah.
relax, go home.
I literally sat in the car and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I got out and I like saw it. And I started reading it and I was like, oh, I'm not pissed anymore.
It was really sweet. It was like, I hope you had a good day. Drive safe. I hope you enjoy the cookies. Thank you for the food, love lady.
Okay.
Like, you called me a nerd.
I did call you a nerd at one point. That was probably like the meanest part of it. But
I mean, if it walks like a
And
duck and it
then-
talks like a duck.
And then I drive home and I was like, what the fuck? And I saw that other one and I was like, well, luckily my dad didn't see it.
yeah,
And
I was real nervous that somebody else was gonna find it, and I was gonna have a lot of explaining to do. That's why that's why I wrote your name on it, like real big.
And then I like thought it was gonna be like a fucking treasure hunt afterwards. Like I saw
I
that one.
should
I was like,
Oh, we
have.
should have done that. That would
I'm
have
gonna
been
have to
funny.
fucking go to the
Done that.
mailbox. There's gonna be one in the backyard. These bitches have got in my fucking room.
No, I got after they told me about the notes, what they did. First off, I thought you had written it in like the dust of his car.
No, I actually had like a piece of paper and a pencil,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah,
like
I
put it
didn't know
underneath
you-
his windshield wiper.
I didn't know you actually like legitimately wrote him a note. And then I got home and she's like, "Should I tell him there's more than 2?" And I was like, "Don't do that."
He said like there were
No,
only 2,
no.
right? And I'm like, should I tell him there's 3 to see how hard he panics? And Fang's like, was there actually 3? I was like, no, there were only 2. And he's like, then don't do it because he's gonna message me and I'm gonna have to deal with him having a breakdown.
No, because I literally, it would have been one of 2 things. I would have either been like, fuck this, I'm already undressed, laying in my bed, not getting back up. Or B, I'm gonna go check the mailbox. If there's nothing in the mailbox, mission accomplished. We're done here.
Mission
Pack it up,
accomplished.
boys. We're going.
I just pictured you going like mad trying to find the 3rd one. You're like, where the fuck is it?
It wouldn't have hit until about 11 o'clock at night when I was laying in bed. My thoughts are running through my head. I'm like, fuck, I really want to find this other letter now.
Yeah.
The worst part about that is I probably would have waited until probably like 11:30-ish to message him and be like, so did you find the 3rd one yet? Just to mess with him.
Wait till he's nice and comfy in bed. And
Did you lock your door?
I hate you both.
So that's another fun thing to do during summer, apparently. Send your friends on scavenger hunts.
No.
No.
I'm going to leave notes for Alpha before I leave tomorrow. I'm going to send him on a scavenger hunt to collect all the notes.
Fuck.
I'm gonna be evil. I'm gonna number them all, but I'm gonna skip a number, so he's gonna have to go try and figure out which number got skipped and why and where.
That's
I'm gonna
evil.
laugh when you pull up and my dad's out in the garage.
I'm just gonna be like, "Hi, I know your son. Please don't mind me. I'm just being a little shit." Go fuck yourself.
She muted to say something smart ass there.
No,
I can and will walk into the other room and smack you.
Don't threaten me with a good time, ma'am.
All I heard was, "You're already little, so doesn't that already make you a little shit?" Like, go fuck yourself.
Go eat a bag of dicks, May. So, besides museums, parks are fantastic places to go during summer vacation or just summertime. You can go to like local parks around the area, or you can go to like the state parks. Those are fun to do. You can also go camping. Like camping's great during summertime, but it just gets so
absolutely.
hot.
It's really the only thing that you can do in my particular town in Louisiana. It's either go to a park or go to a bar. That's your only option.
Facts.
Concerts are pretty popular too.
Yeah. That concert we went to, has it almost been a year since we've gone to that?
I think so.
Hang on. When that
I
picture
don't
was
remember.
taken.
It was like October. No, it
Uh,
was September. It was September 9th.
that's right, because I was still
No.
doing the.
It was September 11th because I remember someone saying, "What if he walked on stage and canceled it in memorial of 9/11?"
Right.
I ask you this question, guys.
What's up?
Maybe.
Mm.
Why is country music so much better in the summer?
Ugh. I'm out of that conversation. No, thank you.
I don't have an answer because I don't see a difference in country music per se.
I feel like country music gets more popular in the summer.
Maybe because it's Windows down, Windows down, system up type deal.
And most of your country songs are it's like cold beer on a summer night, got the fair going, Ferris wheel, her to her to her. So,
Points, pokes fingers together from south. Hi, hello, I hear it constantly. There is no difference between it being summer or winter. It is everywhere.
Never hear them say, "I'm drinking a cold beer on a winter night."
Because it doesn't
They-
rhyme, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
gonna get me some chicken fries, cold beer on a Friday night.
On a winter night.
Can't fucking stand. Like the only time you ever hear songs about wintertime is when it's a heartbreak song, or it's like, he left me on a cold winter's night, basically to make you feel, cold and alone because, you can't feel cold and alone on a hot summer night when the, sweat's rolling down your ass crack like Niagara.
I want to say like I don't.
So
Never
wait, here's a question.
That train of thought has left the station and got derailed from that. I'm done.
Lady,
Yes,
here's a question that's kind of on the same subject. Down there where you live, do the men there just constantly have swamp ass?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, get it because she lives in Bayou and.
Going right into Bayou.
You're fired. Go sit in timeout.
Oh,
You're grounded. Think about what you've done.
I've done a
No
lot.
more puppy
One-third of
channel.
this ownership of this podcast, I unground him.
Hooray!
But we're the moms.
But where's
See,
the
Mom,
moms? There's
Dad is
two against
cool.
one.
But he's the
He's
alpha.
not your real dad.
He's not your real dad. I just met him in a bar one night.
You're not my real dad, yeah, but I still fuck your mother.
That's gonna fuck with the kids sometimes so bad.
Look, I know without a shadow of a doubt that if Lily ever tries to pull that with David, that's gonna be his response, and I am dreading that day.
You'll be saying, "Honey!" So, look behind his back, high five. That was good, but don't do it again.
Shut the fuck up.
Believe it or not, and we were just talking about it. Fairs are a great thing during the summer as well.
Unless there's a fucking tornado happening in the middle of it.
Or hurricane.
The fair
Yeah.
doesn't hit the same anymore, honestly.
It really does. They've gotten rid of so many different rides and like even games. I feel like they've gotten rid of quite a few of them.
I just feel like I used to go and like I would get there about like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I would be there until they're like, "It's closing time, get the fuck out." Da, 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 da. And now I go in about an hour in, I'm like, "It's hot, I've ate, I'm not riding any rides. It's time to get the fuck up out of here."
Well, it's because we just don't have those rose-colored glasses anymore. Because back in the day, it was fun to go to the mall or to the fair. It's like, oh, we get to go see all this. We get to eat the fair food. We get to ride the rides. For us, we didn't get the fact that it's hot and tired, and it's just you're miserable because you want to go home. Like as kids, we're just like, oh, look, it's popcorn, candy. Oh, look at this, the rides, the animals. Like I still get happy whenever we go to the fair because I love going to the livestock area and just trying to pet all the
I feel
animals.
so out of the loop because I still get as excited about going to the fair as I do
At first,
when I was a kid. I am so excited for fairs.
when I think
young
about it,
innocent
I
being.
think about how fun. I think about how like fun it used to be. So I get excited. And I'm like, I'm ready to go, and I'm excited to bring Ryan or my son, and I'm excited to bring May. And then I get there, and I'm just like, fuck, all of this nonsense.
I think my biggest thing that like makes it to where fairs aren't as fun for me now is that I've got a small child who can't go on all of the rides that I get excited for, so I have to wait until she's bigger to be able to do that.
It's also the part
Yeah.
of, as we get older and, we realize that we don't really like people as much, that our antisocial behavior kicks in. We're just like, ugh, too many
Ew,
fucking
people
people
gross.
here. But we need to go. What we need to do is we need to go and get a golf cart so we can be like one of the bougie people and just drive around in a golf cart.
Oh, bitch, you get out the way.
fucking way. I'll run your ass over and not think twice about it.
Boom.
This is kind of off subject, but I'm gonna do something funny if I have the money next paycheck.
Don't you
And I
always
think
go off
I'm-
subject at least once every podcast?
Usually the entire podcast.
Once, yeah.
I said at least once.
But I'm gonna do this as a meme, and I'm gonna waste $15 on it. And as long as I don't, I'm gonna spend $15 on it. As long as I don't play it for like 8 hours or more, I can get a full refund on it, and that's my plan. Unless it turns out I really like the game. I really hope I don't like the game. But there's a game on
Put it
Steam right
out.
now. You tired of me saying the game?
And for
You've
those of
lost
our
the game.
yeah, for
Congratulations.
those listeners that still play the game, you have lost the game.
Mhm.
Oh, I just remember hearing Fang.
No, it's called. It's called the world. What is it? It's like the world's greatest forklift operator.
Oh, that
or
game.
something like
that you were talking about. You're gonna be so mad about it when you play it. You're gonna
Mhm.
be so mad. It's not gonna work
But
like you're expecting it to.
It's got a VR option, and I'm curious if I can pull off the bullshit that I do at work, because I've been a certified forklift operator for 3 years now, and I'm pretty good at what I do. I want to see if I can make some bullshit happen in that game. I know it's weird
She's
because
gonna be downstairs listening to him stream, and she's gonna hear through the floor, "God fucking damn it! Why don't you just do what you're supposed to do?"
It's already going to throw me
Probably
off. It's already going to throw me off because the controls for the forks themselves. So like the forklifts I use at work have a raise and lower, tilt forward and back, side shift left and right, and then spread the forks. You can spread them wider or pull them in.
Hey, Macarena.
On the game, from what I saw when Smitty played it, it only has 2 buttons, and I'm assuming those buttons are raise and lower, and then tilt forward, tilt backward, which is technically all you need, I guess. But it's going to be weird having only those 2 controls rather than the 4 that I'm used to. But I'm thinking about doing that. I'm also thinking about playing Resident Evil Village in VR because I recently found out you can do that.
Is that the mommy milker?
Yeah, that's the one with Lady Dimitrescu in it, and
Mommy.
I kind of want to see her in VR.
I want to disrespectfully stare at her.
Yes.
Speaking of floofy, your dog scared me earlier
Oh yeah.
because I was getting ready for the podcast. I was getting all settled in, and then I hear something behind me. I'm like, "The fuck is that?" It was just Cass.
Yeah.
Castiel's like, I love you.
He's laying next to me right now. Him sleeping.
He's a cuddle bug.
He's a little shit.
I love him.
Gonna buy that Spider-Man game now. It's coming to PC.
Which one is that? Which one's coming to PC?
So there's that Spider-Man game that came out. It was only PlayStation exclusive.
Not the Miles. So you're talking? It came out like 2 years ago. That one?
So
Or are you
there's
talking about the Miles
Spider-Man one,
Morales?
and there's the Miles Morales one. I'm talking about. The
Okay.
Spider-Man.
I mean, if that's coming to PC, I want to fucking play it because I haven't played a Spider-Man game since the PlayStation 2. You know, the Spider-Man 2 PlayStation game or whatever the fuck it was.
Funny thing about that, I was actually talking about this the other day. So there was the original Spider-Man game with Tobey Maguire. Played the shit out of it. Beat it.
Right.
Probably a couple times, honestly. Got to the second one. Kept getting fucking dicked on. So I was like, fuck this. And I just kept flying around New York. Got so pissed off with that game that I didn't even try the third one. Then the Amazing Spider-Man games came out. The first one kept pissing me off. So I was like, fuck it, I'm done. Which isn't like me. I normally just fucking put it down and then I come back to it and I beat it.
Right.
Got to the second one, beat it, and then they're like, "Oh, here's the new Spider-Man game, PlayStation exclusive." Well, fuck me. Of course, I have everything but the PlayStation.
That one,
So-
that one's supposed to have like really good swinging physics and shit in it too.
Oh yeah, and it's like
I didn't know Spider-Man was a
said, like,
swinger.
one of the. supposedly one of the best
See, if he
Spider-Man
swings
games.
on the
ever.
web, he swings from building to building with the web. Why wouldn't he be a swinger?
I'm a
I know
different
another game.
kind of swinger.
Another game. I want to buy it for you and I, Alpha, because, or even maybe even May. I could see May playing it. The Toy Story with guns that I was telling you about last week.
Yeah, I'm not spending $20 on that.
How could this happen to me?
I see where I'm not needed.
I've thought about getting a lot of different games recently. I've thought about getting Left 4 Dead 2 again on Steam. I've thought about Skyrim VR, but I found out Skyrim VR, you apparently have to like mod the ever living shit out of it for it to be even remotely playable, which I don't feel like fucking with, because the second one mod breaks, you're kind of just screwed.
Like the naked mod.
I don't even have that one installed anymore, but if I load into Skyrim, you bet your sweet ass I can take somebody's clothes off.
A friend of mine has so many mods for Final Fantasy 14. One of them is broken, and it's supposed to be a naked mod, and it just makes him a floating head.
Excuse me?
He's just a floating head in the game. Whenever he like tries to put on a specific glamour, he just on his screen he just runs around as a floating head, an arm with like a sword. That's about it.
That would be terrifying to see, actually.
Yeah.
He's taking screenshots of it. I'll see if I can find them.
One of my favorite things to do in the summer is swimming in a pool all day, drinking beer, and ending it by a fire.
I
This
agree
is
with the
more-
ending it by a
Big
fire.
bonfires at the end of a summer day are really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And some s'mores.
I want a s'more
S'mores.
now.
If I had some more of
actually
those
have a-
s'more marshmallows that I had, I had like the graham cracker on the outside and the chocolate, and that was pretty nifty.
I actually found a buddy from work taught me a better way for s'mores. So instead of like the Hershey bars or like a chocolate bar like how normally you would do it, put a Reese cup in there, and it's so fucking good.
That does sound pretty fucking good, actually.
I was looking at some things to do during summertime. Some places you can go if you have the extra money and just want to go and see things. You can go to Yellowstone Park. You can drive out to the Grand Canyon. You can go to San Diego.
Is that where Joe Dirt got lost?
I have no idea. You know how long it's been since I've seen Joe Dirt, man? It's been a minute.
Joe Dirt.
Yeah, you're my sister. You're my sis. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. Go to San Francisco. You can go to the Glacier National Park. Go to Grand Teton National Park. Go to the Bar Harbor, Great Smoky Mountain National Park. You can go to Hilton Head. It's got golf courses. You can go to Chicago. Chicago's gorgeous, actually. I love Chicago.
Good news, I found it. Sorry.
Yay! Cannon Beach. You can go to Outer Banks, Zion National Park, Cape Cod, Boston, Seattle. Like, just go travel during the summer. I mean, you can literally take what is it? Route 66 goes from Chicago all the way to LA. Just ride that historic road and just travel through the country. Oh,
That's what happens when his mod breaks. This is just no torso, only head.
it's just a pair of hands and legs, and it's nice to see he's
Look at
wearing the
the legs,
2B. Yeah, them legs be nice.
Hours aren't fair.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me see if I can save it and show it on the podcast. Hang on. As your gremlin just.
I hear gremlin noises. I'm so sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think the podcast can hear.
No, it's muted enough. But here's what she was talking about.
Look at him in all of his glory.
That'd be terrifying to see the head bouncing around.
He's beautiful. He saw it because he's the only one with that mod pack in our group, but it was hysterical.
I would be terrified if I saw that just coming at me. Discombobulated head and
All right.
hands.
Two things. Two things. One, that's three things. One, that's terrifying. Two, the game that I was talking about earlier that I have just now forgotten about again. God damn it!
You poor thing.
So while
You're so
while I
pretty.
pulled back up the page that I just had open to try and find out that game, I found another game called Stray, which is about a cat. You're a cat and you're exploring things. Like, that's it. and I kind of want to do it. Now, the game I was talking about
Actually-
earlier that I couldn't remember the name of is called The Forest, and they're about to release a second one called The Forest 2.
Oh, okay. Yee.
And I want to play through the first one, but again, I want people to play with. And I think for The Forest 2, I'm going to want to have somebody to play it with as well. I know it has a VR option, but I don't think I want to do that.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I think I kind of want to watch Fang and Alpha play this escape room game that I have in my head because I want to see them yell at each other.
I know Alpha and I have been in a situation where we played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Yeah.
What?
It was funny watching you and Regulus do that. I remember the picture I had drawn of it, just you guys progressively going from full anthro wolves to just two wolves sitting there barking at each other while me and your significant other were just tied up like we're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, you guys were tied up to a chair. We're trying to defuse a bomb, and we're arguing. At first we're doing regular directions, and it's like, I thought you said the red wire. No, I said the green wire. Yada 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 yada. Bark 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 bark.
Bark, 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 bark.
It's
They
called
just
Poppy's
descend into
Playtime.
madness.
Oh,
Essentially.
Poppy's Playtime it's not. That's just a horror game. I'd put it on the same ranking of Five Nights at Freddy's, the new Five Nights at Freddy's, not so much the old ones, because you're exploring an abandoned toy area, or you're investigating it or something. I don't know the story behind it. I don't know the lore.
I can't look
But-
at your dog right now. He's freaking me out.
Okay.
What is he
But
doing?
He's laid down next to me and he's sleeping, but his eye is like barely open, but it's
Oh,
not
you can see
open.
the
Like I can
light.
see the inside, the inner lid, and that's closed. Like, I don't understand, buddy. It looks like I'm so confused. It freaks me out.
I won't play games like Poppy's Playtime just because I'm not a fan of those games. I barely played Resident Evil Village. Like, what pisses me off most about Resident Evil Village is that I got scared by a fucking pig. I had seen gameplay of it. I have seen, multiple streamers and YouTubers run through the game. I knew where shit was. I knew what I was somewhat doing. But I didn't know there was a pig hiding in a room. So I opened the door to try and find something, and just a pig comes running at me, and May heard me. I kind of yelled. I yelled a bit.
Like the one from Family Guy just runs up on him and goes, oink.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Dude, that pig was huge. You should have seen it.
By God, it's coming right for us. So some other more fun things you can do. Create a bucket list, like things you want to do during the summer. So
I don't have a bucket.
well, fuck it.
That's
Well, I have a
bucket
list.
I have a list. But no, because there's a lot of amusement parks. You can go to Kings Island, Six Flags. You can go to
If you have the money.
If you have the money, you can leap off a rope swing, go pick some strawberries or stuff like that. If there's a place that does
Still
that,
having fun with berries.
bye.
I want strawberries.
Go out, try new foods,
Oh.
new restaurants, go to a concert. Go to a parade. I know here in June it's Pride Month, so we're gonna have our Pride Parade here next weekend. Go get wet on a slip and slide. Go take a road trip.
Holy shit.
get wet.
Holy shit.
Feed the ducks, feed the birds, grow a garden. Just make
Do the
a
stuff.
Dig
Yeah.
it.
Feed the children.
feed the children. Don't forget to feed the children. They need to eat too.
You need to water your children every day.
I do need to figure out some new things to stream personally. I'm running out of. I like playing Apex. Don't get me wrong, but I need to find something.
Left 4 Dead with me.
I got too bored the other day when we were playing it,
You played a game.
and I was bored.
Well, you can play some of the games that I play.
I think I've played all the games that you
Oh,
play.
no.
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah. But no, you can play, what is it? Dead by Daylight, Devour, Fear Therapy.
I'm not interested in Devour. I've been interested in Dead by Daylight,
Mhm.
just because I like the idea of 4 people have to take down a monster or
Mhm.
survive from a monster. I like the idea of that in a game.
Mm-hmm. You got Fortnite, League of Legends, Obsidio,
Nope.
Valorant,
Nope.
Phasmophobia.
Nope.
Then there's just no pleasing you. I actually did a thing and I kind of spoiled myself and bought myself the remastered version of BioShock. It was only like $12 and I wanted it, so I'm gonna be streaming some BioShock here soon.
What if I told you that just 2 days ago all of the BioShock games were free?
I know I told you that. I mean, I tried to find them again, but
Yeah.
That's another thing that's fun to do in the summer. If you're just a fucking nerdy gamer,
Game.
don't go out. Sun bad.
Yeah. So,
Sun bad. I mean, for me it is. Turn into a crispy crab.
Alpha, we still need to run through all of Halo on the hardest difficulty, don't we?
No, the fuck we don't.
I thought that's what we were doing because we beat Halo 1.
No, I beat Halo 1, 2, and part of 3 with a buddy of mine at work.
Right.
And then we lost kind of like contact. We stopped like hanging out and gaming. And we finished 3, did
Right.
4, bought 5, and finished it. And then you and I played Halo Infinite separate. And we both
Because
beat
you
it.
had to play it separately, unfortunately. No, you didn't.
But
Yes, you do. Yes, yeah, you do.
I've never played anything on hard or veteran. I don't care to get
No,
the
yeah, you're right. You're right. It was Katie, our roommate, who I was running through all of the Halo campaigns on Legendary or the hardest difficulty possible. We beat all of them except for 5 because 5 isn't on PC. And I don't think she has Infinite because she doesn't want to play Infinite until she plays 5. So if 5 never comes to PC, she's never playing any of the other Halos. I know I need to run through you didn't beat Reach, did you?
No, I thought you guys played that together.
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah, I think I know the only one that I refuse to play and complete is Halo 3 ODST.
Yeah, the only ones we didn't play is ODS, and then the what's the ones from like the fucking Wars, Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2.
Yeah, that's because those are fuck, what are they called? RTSs, real-time strategy games.
I'm so bad at RTSs.
I want to get a bunch of people together and play Who's Your Daddy.
Oh God.
Excuse me?
Have you never seen Who's Your Daddy?
I
No.
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's a fantastic game. So there's basically you'll have the babies and then the dad. The dad's
Have you
job.
ever seen like Granny Simulator?
No.
It's basically that, I'm pretty sure. Only I
So-
think you're supposed to work together instead of against each other.
Uh-uh.
No, so the dad's job is to. There are multiple different game modes, but the base game is the dad is supposed to keep the baby alive while completing tasks around the house. The babies are trying to kill themselves.
Oh, was it the one that Jacksepticeye and all them were playing?
Yeah, but it's been updated, so now you can have up to. I
Oh,
think,
so
like,
it's just like Granny Simulator then. Got it.
yeah, and then
I had
there's
Granny
a.
Simulator, and then my cousin got me Who's Your Daddy, and I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
oh no.
Oh no.
But there's another game mode that would be really fun to play, and it's you go in there and you have to earn the most amount of points between you, the other babies, and the dad.
Huh.
I don't remember how the dad earns points, but like
Oh, but not letting
if you set
die?
yourself on fire as a baby, you'll earn like 5 points a tick of fire damage that you take.
Huh.
If you drink bleach, you'll take a point of poison damage, and it'll go to your score. It's just a really fucked up, funny little game to play.
No, because we keep talking about how we want to get a group together and do a versus match in Left 4 Dead.
I'd be down for a versus match. I'm gonna want to be on the zombie side,
me
but I'll be down for a versus match.
I'm brutal when it comes to zombie. I take no
I
prisoners.
want to play Back for Blood.
Yeah, because that's what I heard is a equal to
It's
Left 4
no,
Dead,
it
isn't
isn't. Nope. But it's basically Left 4 Dead 4 because it's done by the sub studio
Left 4 Dead 3.
of. Oh yeah, it's basically Left 4 Dead 3. Because it's not done by Valve, but it's done by the other company that had a hand in Left 4 Dead. That's why a lot of the mechanics and a lot of the zombies look similar. But I want to play that because I wanted Left 4 Dead 3, but Valve doesn't make trilogies, so
like that Half-Life.
yeah. Here's Half-Life 1. Here's Half-Life 2. Here's Half-Life Alex. Oh, is that Half-Life 3? No, it's a prequel. Fuck. Oh, and it's only available in VR. Fuck.
Wonder why they have a thing against.
Don't know, but they just don't make a third game out of anything they
Probably
fucking
Creator
do.
had a thing with a 3 and was like, no, like third game maybe is always the worst game. So
Bigfoot would be another fun game I'd want to play
Marksman
because it's got a lot of it's got that fucking people versus monster, and you can make somebody control the monster.
Mhm.
So I think that could just be a lot of fucking fun. Oh, I need to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel as well at some point.
No.
If Yu-Gi-Oh didn't turn into what it is today, I would still play Yu-Gi-Oh. But the fact that you can literally lose turn 1, like there's no balancing in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Magic's the turn 1.
No, not anymore. All the cards that can beat you turn 1 are banned.
The shock decks can do.
No, they can beat you turn 2 and turn 3.
They take out the
Even a storm deck can
Storm
beat
deck,
you
yeah.
turn 2. They've nerfed storm decks by banning a lot of cards that are necessary. They can beat you turn 2. They can no longer beat you turn 1.
You know how much, like, when I go to check out at Walmart, that, like, I just want to keep buying Pokemon packs, and I have to tell myself
Dude, I
no.
stare at it. I stare at them constantly. I'm like, I could.
I haven't bought a pack in forever. I think the last time I bought a pack was with you. Like, when
Yeah,
we did
that would have been the
opening.
last time I bought one.
Now you guys know my
I might have
internal
bought
struggle when
one
it comes
more,
to me
but-
finding makeup, because I look at it, I'm just like,
I was about to say them being like card game nerds,
I
meanwhile me
want
over here
to-
staring at dice longingly.
Now that I've got the webcam open, you know, I have to do the permanent webcam on my streams. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it now with the podcast because this is a little different. But now that my webcam's working, if I can find a way to flip the image so it's not in reverse, I want to get a stand to place it on. I want to do pack openings again, even though Pokemon's kind of fallen off from the popularity that it had last year. I still want to do that. I get that itch every now and again to just go buy a box.
I make a cream for that. I'm kidding.
What's funny too is I'm a Magic the Gathering player. I have a vast collection, both physical and online, of cards. My knowledge of Magic is almost unending. I don't like Magic the Gathering pack opening. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I know the cards, or I look at the cards and go, oh, it's just another version of this, or there's a better version of this from a previous set.
Probably, honestly, because you're more knowledgeable about Magic cards now than you are of Pokemon then. And on top of I've never opened a pack of Magics. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but when you open a pack of Pokemon cards, you see that like one card that's like either white or green, and you know if it's white, you're gonna have a really good pack.
No, there's nothing like that in Magic.
Or maybe the fact that cards in Pokemon are more expensive than the Magic cards?
No, that ain't it. The cards that are expensive in Pokemon are expensive because they're collectibles, not because they're useful. So if I go out and buy the latest pack of, what are we on now? I don't even remember. Let's say I go buy a pack of Chilling Reign. I'm not going to pull a $1,000 card out of that. Unless for some reason a $1,000 card was put in that pack for whatever fucking reason somebody fucked up somewhere. Whereas if I go back and buy a pack of Dragons of Tarkir from Magic the Gathering, I could pull a $500 card. Easy mode.
Yeah, I'm still mad that I pulled that fucking holographic Rainbow Charizard, which was like $500-$600 at the time. Held on to it, and then when I was finally like, you know what, I'm kind of losing interest in this, I'm gonna sell it, get some money back. They're like, we can offer you 50, and I was like, well, fuck me sideways 10 times
Yeah.
over till Monday.
Pokemon cards have their values as collectibles, but that's it. If you don't have a collectible card, or if that collectible card becomes easier to obtain, it's just, you're not going to make any money off of it. You just have that collection for a time until, later on in the future, the cards spike up again. I think what it is, weirdly enough, so if I open a Magic of Streets of New Capenna, the set that just came out, I look at the cards, I don't know what they are. These are new cards. New cards get released every set. Sure, you have your reprints, but these are brand fucking new. With Pokemon, if I go buy from the latest set that just dropped, I'm going to see cards that I already know. I'm going to see, Charmander, Torchic, all these other Pokemon that I already know, but I'm going to see them in a different art form. From a different artist, from maybe a full art essence, or what are they called? Reverse hollows. I don't know. It's just weird. I would collect Pokemon cards. I would never play the game, and I would collect and play Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I'm weird.
I still have a bunch of my cards, but I got rid of.
Do you remember the golden cards that I had?
Yeah.
I sold every single one of them all at once. You want to know how much I got for them?
How much?
$25. Those fucking No, probably it was a couple months later. It was when we were struggling real bad when I was in between my 2 jobs.
2 jobs? What do you mean 2 jobs?
So when I did the plumbing's apprentice stuff, and then I went back to what I'm doing now. There was that brief like instance where I didn't get paid for 2 weeks, and it fucked us. So I had to sell a bunch of shit. But I was like, okay, I got these gold plate or these golden cards. They're going to be worth something, right? And sure enough, I look them up on TCG or whatever the hell it was I used to look them up on. I think if you are going to go into the market of collecting cards and then turning around and selling them, whatever you are planning on selling, you get graded. Go get it graded. Do not try and take it to a shop and just sell it. Because a shop,
you need the money.
Unless you desperately need the money, and even then, I would still say try to get it graded if you can. Because
it costs money to get it graded, though.
It costs postage. At least, so I'm going off of Magic the Gathering. I can send my cards into a shop. They'll look at them, and all I had to pay is postage. I had to pay for the envelope and whatnot.
I think if you send it to the like legitimate like place, I can't remember what it's called, you have to pay postage and fucking to get it graded.
So yeah, that might cost. So yeah, if you need the money, then just go sell the cards. But if you have the money to get it graded, go get it graded, then try and sell it. Because when you take it to a shop, they don't grade them. They're not certified graders. They're going to look for damage, but they're not going to look for alignment. They're not going to look for centering. They're not going to look for the little shit. They're
literally going to look up, because when I sold my cards, he pulled out maybe like 50 out of the 400 or 500 I had brought in. He literally looked them up on TCG.
Yep.
And then looked at the card and said, well, they're offering this on TCG, but since it's in this condition, it's slightly off, I can offer you this. And then he just kept adding up. I mean, yeah, then I told him I didn't really want the cards. What would you offer for the binder? He added another $50 just because there was,
if you sell it, if you sell in bulk, they're not going to go through and look at each individual fucking card.
They'll just give you a flat price.
I think I walked into the shop near my house here and I brought in like 4 boxes of Magic the Gathering cards, not realizing that selling in bulk is bad. Because I knew there was money in those boxes. So I set the boxes down and I was like, what do you want for these? Or, how much can you give me for these? He looked at the boxes. I think he pulled out 1 or 2 cards, saw it was the 1 or 2 cards were, and then was like, I can give you 30, 40 bucks. And I needed, that was 30 or 40 bucks. I needed it. So fuck it. I realized now I could have gone through and pulled the rares out. Probably made more than 30, 40 bucks.
Then went back and then sold the rest of the bulk.
Yeah, but that was my learning. It's because of me selling cards so much that I can tell you the price of a card basically by just looking at it. Which is another difference between Magic the Gathering cards and Pokemon cards. Because Magic, you can sell a card in shit condition. You're not going to get as much money as a perfect condition one, obviously. But if the card is used in tournaments and is a card people want to use in their tournament deck, you're going to get a hefty amount of money out of it. Like if you have a $200 card and it's heavily played, you're still going to get $100, $75 off of that card. Just because it is so desirable, they know they can buy that card from you and then turn around and sell it. Because somebody's going to want that card. I have several cards.
Nah.
Please no.
Scales are pissing. But
they're your scales.
I know, but
Struggle.
I was gonna say this. I know we're coming up on time, but the fucking summers back in like high school and slightly after high school were so much better than now. Like I feel like
absolutely.
Summers now it's just like, yeah, I'll go to the pool or I'll go out and drink and hang out with friends and stuff. But like I just remember like, you'd get off summer vacation or go on summer vacation from school and you'd wake up and you'd be outside from like 11 in the morning to like 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
If not longer.
Outside. Blech.
Well, you're from places hot and humid, so.
Yeah, never. And summer? Oh yeah, I want to hang out. You want to go to the park? Fuck you. I'm gonna stay inside, play video games.
Fang and
She was
I were
nice.
outside until we were fucking forced to go inside.
Oh, absolutely. We'd be out there until somebody yelled at us, or we get the cops called on us because we're not supposed to be in the park after dark.
Mhm.
I'm a plus size bitch down in the south. It's hot down there and I don't want it. If we're not going swimming, I'm not going outside.
Her draw came out.
I don't
Sorry.
want it.
Or we would sit there and be like, well, my parents, they loved me to death, so don't take this wrong for anyone who's listening. Didn't care so much after like a certain age, like you can stay outside, you're responsible. But like, I know like Fang, your parents would be like, oh no, you have to be inside, da 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 da. We would fucking be like, all right, where are we staying the night at, boys?
Yeah.
Because go to Fitzgerald's house and still be able to be outside till like 1 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Because what would happen for me is I would leave my house and like, okay, be back before the street lights come on, and I'm like, okay, and then I'd be like, hey guys, I want to hang out longer, but once those street lights come on, I gotta go home. And they're like, all right, we all stay the night at Stretch's house, Fitzgerald's house. Where are we going? And we'd make this plan to stay the night at somebody's house, and I'd call my mom and be like, hey, is it all right if I stay the night at Fitzgerald's place? And as long as she said yes, I knew I was in the clear, because then what you were just saying, we stay up all fucking night. My favorite thing of all time to do, Ryan's going to try this. My son's going to try this. I know he is. And it might work on me. And my mom called me out on my shit on this too at one point, but it was like, if you want to do something with your friends, bring your friends inside with you when you go to ask.
Yep, that
Because
way
you
you
get
can
this-
corner her.
Yeah, because you get this mindset that like she's not going to say no in front of your friends for whatever reason. I don't know where I don't know where that mindset comes from. Why do we think that if we have our friends behind us, that our parents are just going to say yes?
It's
Pressure.
It's peer
Yeah.
pressure.
That's what I was gonna say. Like me as a kid, if someone were to come up to me and ask me, like, "Hey, do you want to blah 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 blah?" It's like, "Oh no, okay." But if two people came up to me and was like, "Hey, we blah 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 blah," oh, okay.
Because I think it's more or less, and maybe this is just me thinking how I would be as a parent, but I also think this is how it is like as parents. But because like I did that same shit too. Like I'd always have my friends come with me. But like, like you go up and you ask your parents, like, hey, can I stay the night? Or hey, can I borrow, or not borrow, can I have to go to the movies or whatever? They have any parent doesn't have any fucking problem be like, no, or we can't do it, or, they're straight front with you. They don't give a shit. Like you're their kid. You bring in your friends, they want to be the cool parent. They're like, yeah, so-and-so can stay the night. Yeah, here's $20. Go have fun at the movies, yada, yada, yada.
What I always did to kind of get around that and get my mom to agree to do things was I wouldn't ask. I would get my friend to ask her.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
My best friend would be the one going up there being like, Miss Rain's mom, can Rain come and stay the night at my house? And mom would like look at me and be like, I know what you're doing, god damn it.
We've got to try any way that we can.
In all honesty though, like if my kid's friends or even my kid was like, hey, can I go stay the night at this house? I'd be like, fuck yeah, free night.
Fuck yeah, get out of my house.
I mean, yeah, looking at it now, there are times where I could see myself in the future, Ryan or his friends come up and they're like, hey, can you stay the night at my house? I'm going to say yes. And I don't care if this makes me sound like a bad parent. A night of peace.
Mm-hmm.
Of just utter silence and only my own chaos. Go for it.
Be fair.
If I'm going to say no is if I feel like the kid's in danger.
Yeah.
Be fair though, like all parents love having that one night off. We love our kids. I mean, I don't have any, but everyone loves their kids. But to be like, fuck, finally, this kid's been in the house for fucking so many days. I'm gonna get a night off. Yeah. Bye.
Right.
Later. We still love our kids at the end of the day. It's just
every time I hear Alpha say we love our kids, I like side eye my headset a little bit. Like,
it's throwing me off too. I'm starting to think, buddy, you got a kid hiding somewhere, mate?
No. I mean, I would love to have a kid, but I don't.
Well, on that note, make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. Check out our Patreon, check out our Dubby, and check out our Spring. Wolfcast 20 for our spring, Wolfcast 10 for our dubby. But yes, you have Fang and Alpha on Twitter and Twitch, me everywhere else. All of our links are in the description box down below.
I can't let you skip over it. Please, God, get 100 followers. I want you to do Alpha's makeup.
But yes, 100 subscribers. Do Alpha's makeup. So excited for that.
God, please. I need it.
I hope we never hit it.
We're going to hit it eventually.
I believe it. We will. But Rain, thank you again for joining us for a podcast. It's been a pleasure having you here in our home and a pleasure having you on our podcast once again. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're
I'm always
welcome.
happy to be here.
Have a fucking safe travels back.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm gonna have so much driving to do tomorrow.
But thank you all for tuning in and watching. We really appreciate your love and support. Make sure to hit that follow button and the notification bell and subscribe. So we love you guys, and we will see you all.
We love some of you, and
we love all of you.
No. Let's not get their fucking hopes.
That one guy, you know who you are.
Yeah, that one dude, you right there listening to this John. Yeah, John.
Look at me. You guys don't love me.
No, we love you all.
Fight you. I gave you cookies.
We love you like a teacher loves their students, except for that one.
So
teacher.
not at all.
Except for that one kid.
But thank you for tuning in. Do hit the subscribe button, and we will see you all at the next podcast. Bye.